Hi everyone, and welcome to Crochet by Shawn. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the share button. And today I want to show you how to make spiral stitch cozy coasters. It is my favorite pattern for this in the spirals. And we are going to start with a 4-ply worsted weight yarn, a size H crochet hook. You do not need to leave much of a tail, because we're just going to crochet it right on in so we don't have to tuck ends later. And we're going to start by chaining 5. After you have 5, go ahead and slip stitch into that first chain to join and form a loop. And we're going to chain 3 for our first double crochet. And now we're going to do 13 more double crochet right around that center. Just keep doing double crochets because this one's going to count as 14, or first chain 3. So after you have 14 count stitches, it will look like this. Just go into the top of your chain 3 to join. And we're going to do the second row. The second row, chain 3 for your double crochet. This is going to create the bottom. And we're also going to increase on this row, so every stitch is going to have 2 stitches in, so you'll end up with 28. So go into that same joining stitch and do another double crochet. In the next stitch, do 2 double crochet. Just in each stitch all the way around until you have 28 total all the way around for row 2. When you finish row 2, it will look like this. And row 3 is really simple. We are just going to chain 3 for our double crochet, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So we've already got our bottom. This is just going to build it up, so no more increasing. Just 1 double crochet in each stitch around. So you will have 28 stitches again when we're done. So go ahead and finish that round. And when you're done, it will look like this. Now we start our spiral stitch. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to chain 3 for our first double crochet, and now we're going to do the crossed stitches. So if you don't know how to do cross stitches, you can go back and watch the tutorial on that, but you're going to go behind our stitch we just made into that last stitch back here and do a double crochet, and you want to do the full double crochet. Now we're going to skip the next stitch and we're going to do a front post on this stitch. Then we're going to do a double crochet into that stitch that we skipped. And the reason we're doing a full double crochet, because normally when you front post you do a half double crochet, you want the stretchy to go around your coaster. So skip one, go into the next and do a front post double crochet. Go back, pick up the skipped one, and do a regular double crochet. Skip the next one, go into the next, do front post double crochet. We're going to go pick up that skipped one we just skipped and do a double crochet. And you can see it starts the spiral, Go back and pick up our skipped one. Skip one, go into the next. We're going to go back and pick up our skipped one. Skip one. Front post in this one. Go back, do a regular double crochet in the one we skipped. Skip one. Front post double crochet. Double crochet into the skipped one. Skip the next. Front post double crochet on the next. Go back and pick up the skipped one. Skip the next. Front post double crochet on the next. Go back and pick up the skipped one. And I am going to show you this whole row because there's something we're going to do at the end that's a little bit different to close the round. Go back and pick up the one we skipped. Skip one, front post on the next. Go back and pick up the one we skipped. Skip the next. Front post double crochet on that one. Go back and do a regular double crochet on the one we skipped. And you can tell when we get to the end, we've already done the last one, so it'll look kind of funny in the middle of the row. Go ahead and front post double crochet that one and regular double crochet the one we skipped. Now normally when we join in a row, we'll go through the top of the chain 3. However, we're going to make our seam right here with that chain 3, we're going to make it stand out and look just like one of the front post double crochet. So you're going to come through behind and just come through behind the whole set of the chain. You're not going to go through any loop, just the whole set of the chain. Pull it through and slip stitch it that way. It pulls it up to make it look just like a front post. So then when you start the next row, you chain 3. You're going to go into the one behind again for a regular double crochet. And then you'll skip the next stitch. You'll front post on the front post. And this is what creates the spiral because we're just front posting on the front post. Then you go back and do a regular double crochet on the one we skipped. And this is row 4 that we finished here. We're starting row 5. You are going to want to finish rows 4 through 12 doing this stitch. So you do up to 12 rows, or rows 4 through 12 will be in the cross stitch. And when you have all 12 rows done, it will look like this. And the rows are easy enough to count. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this one's 12. We just didn't close it together yet. Okay, so when we close again, we go back through here, backwards through it, pull up your stitch. Now the last 5 rows we're going to do a little different because this does like to curl, so we're going to fix the curl. But the reason it curls is we did the normal double crochet on the back stitch, or the behind stitch, but it gives it the stretch that you need, so that's why we did it that way. But we're going to take out that bulky, so chain 3, and the next stitch is going to be the behind stitch. We're going to back post on it. You're going to front post on the front posts, and just do them in order. Do not cross them, because we're doing a mock rib now. Go behind on that post, do the front post, get that behind cross stitch, but the mock rib will pull it together so that it doesn't roll open like that. And then it'll stay up on your drink just like it's supposed to. Back post on the behind ones, front post on the front post. And you will do 5 rows of this, so you'll have a total of 17 rows by the time you're done. And this is what it looks like. And that's all there is to it. You just tuck your ends after that. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.